classmates and Miss Hati. I, Mupi, will be the moderator for today's forum, and I will be joined by my fellow panelists, Ian Lim, Ian Bo, and Jaden. Today, we will be talking about a controversial topic. So Ian, what are your thoughts on global warming?
Global warming is the gradual increase of the Earth's temperature and has been a topic largely discussed by many in the recent years. According to ongoing temperature analysis conducted by scientists at NASA, the average global temperature has increased by 0.8 degrees Celsius since the 1880s, and this proves that the Earth is getting hotter and hotter. Even in Malaysia, we are experiencing extremely hot weathers which disrupts our daily lives. Global warming has become a hot topic commonly discussed at international levels also, such as the United Nations. And in my opinion, global warming is an issue that must be seriously looked into by us humans, as neglecting it will cause great harm towards all living things on Earth.
Jaden, would you like to follow up?
I couldn't agree more with Ian, as global warming has increased the Earth's temperature greatly. It has greatly affected temperatures in the cold countries such as North Pole and South Pole. For example, recent studies show that the North Pole has elevated to a peak 29 degrees Celsius. The increase in temperature has largely caused the thinning of ozone layer and greenhouse effect. Global warming is mostly because of the carbon dioxide emission from vehicles, industries, and the burning of plastics. Other major causes are deforestation and mass farming.
Okay, Jaden, could you elaborate more to our viewers about the thinning of ozone layer and the greenhouse effect in short words?
Thinning of ozone layer, also called ozone depletion, is caused by the release of carbon dioxide, which is the main cause of global warming. There are other minor causes that are causing ozone depletion, which are chemicals, also refers as ozone depleting substances. The greenhouse effect is a natural occurrence where the sun's energy hits the earth and reflects outer space, and some is re-radiated by greenhouse gases. As the greenhouse gases level increases, which is mainly carbon dioxide, temperature of earth starts to increase, and it also contributing to global warming.
I slightly disagree with what Jaden said, that all humans are responsible for global warming, as I believe that some responsible humans are not to be blamed for cause of global warming, as they practice eco-friendly methods to protect the environment, such as the 3R, which are reduce, reuse, and recycle. They also try to limit the use of energy in their daily life to prevent wastage. Global warming is largely caused by the group of irresponsible and selfish humans who practice bad habits such as deforestation and open burning that will contribute greatly to the environment. Furthermore, some companies and organizations also practice bad ethics by deposing toxic and chemicals and releasing liquid into the ocean or river, as well as harmful smoke without proper filtration.
Very good point, Ian. Thanks for your opinions, Ian Lim and Jaden. Now, let's move on to the next question for this forum. Ian Bo, would you mind explaining about the effects of global warming to the planets and living beings to our fellow viewers?
There are many effects of global warming. One of the effects is increase of temperature. Permafrost and ice are melting massively in the poles because of temperature is increasing, causing sea level to increase rapidly. Global sea level are rising 3.2 millimeters per year and is occurring at a faster rate in recent years. Once sea level increases, our total land area of the world will decrease, and also countries which have a lower land area will experience flooding more often. Another effect of global warming is the extinction of animals that live in the Arctic, for example, polar bear and penguins, as they will not be able to adapt to sudden climate change. This will result in imbalance in the ecosystem in the region. Global warming will also result in the migration of animals further to the north, as it is much cooler there due to increase of temperature in their original habitats.
I kind of disagree with what Ian Bo said, as I read somewhere online that says that some animals actually prefer warmer weathers, and global warming has actually helped increase their population and help them reproduce faster. These animals such as mosquitoes, ticks, jellyfish thrive under warmer weather. So I slightly disagree with what you said.
That's a very good point. Can we follow? Jaden, would you like to follow?
The increase in temperature has also caused major forest fires in California and Australia, for example. Ecosystems are also disturbed, forcing species to migrate and even cause extinction. High temperatures can also disrupt food webs. For example, if lower trophic levels population decrease, higher trophic levels will have less food supply, causing them to die out sooner. And without the high trophic levels, that might also be the food supply for us, and we will not have enough to consume.
Okay, that was some very important information from our fellow panelists about the different effects that can cause global warming. Last but not least, do any of you fellow panelists have ideas or opinions on ways to reduce the effects of global warming? Ian Bo, would you like to start first?
There are many ways to reduce global warming. Firstly, we should stop massive deforestation and plant more trees because trees help to absorb carbon dioxide and release oxygen. By chopping down trees, the cycle will be affected and the level of carbon dioxide will increase. Secondly, usage of fossil fuels in many industries and transportation produce carbon dioxide. Instead, we should use renewable energy like solar, wind, and geothermal energy to prevent global warming.
I agree with that. Ian, Lim, would you like to follow up with that?
Speaking of renewable energy, studies shown that in recent years there has been increased usage of renewable energy sources around the world, and this has been largely contributed by the efforts of leaders to introduce renewable energy sources in their respective nations and countries, and this will help reduce the dependence of non-renewable energy which will pollute the earth. Another way to reduce global warming is to practice 3R, which is reduce, reuse, and recycle. 3R should be exposed to children when they are young, and this will help develop a good habit over time as they grow older. This will help build a new generation which is loving and caring towards the environment.
Interesting. Ian, would you mind explaining more about the 3Rs and its benefits as well, as it might help our fellow viewers understand more about the topic?
Reduce means to limit the usage of things and not buying things in excess. For example, like if we go grocery shopping, we can use and bring our own recycle bags instead of using the plastic bags produced given by the shopping mall. Reuse means to reuse an item as much as possible until they wear out. For example, we do not need to buy new stuff if our old stuff can still be used. Recycle means to ensure that items or their components are put to some new purpose as much as possible. For example, the aluminium tin cans that we drink soft drinks from, they can be recycled to be formed into new tin cans or made as decorative items. So that's what I think we should do.
Great ideas from our fellow panelists. Thanks Ian Lim and Ian Bo for your opinions on ways to reduce global warming. In conclusion, global warming is a very serious issue and should not be taken lightly. The government, organizations, and people around the world should work together and join forces to solve this issue before the situation gets out of hand. Before I end this forum for today, I would like to thank my fellow panelists with my utmost gratitude for spending their time here today to explain about our topic. Thank you all and hope to see you all soon. Goodbye.